What's up, y'all? It's Brennan Boyd, and welcome back to the channel. I'm super excited that you're back. And guess what? I got a different shirt on today. All right, so look, in today's episode, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. There's 3 things that I worked on. There's 3 things that I actually incorporated that made my life better professionally and then also on the personal side. Do you want to hear exactly what those 3 things are? Tap in. All right, guys, before we jump into today's episode, I want to let you know that it is sponsored by My Money Deck. Now, this deck is specifically designed to help you think more abundantly and help you change and evolve your relationship with how you think about money, all right? Now, there's 54 cards in the deck, and these cards are absolutely amazing. You want to make sure you grab it. I'm going to pull a random card for you and let you know what today's drip is. This card says, my income is constantly increasing. And that's what you want. You want your income to constantly increase, and that's definitely something when you tell yourself each and every day. Help you reprogram your subconscious, get it to your conscious, and now it's going to become a daily habit and a new way of thinking for you, right? Click the link below and grab your money deck. All right, guys, so let's just get into it. Now, look, on the journey of personal development, I want to let you know that changing the way that you think, changing your mindset, changing the people that you're around, changing your environment, right? Even changing the things that you believe are all amazing things. But I'm going to share with you exactly the 3 things that have the biggest impact on my growth on the personal side and also in business. And for me to do that, I'm going to have to dial back a couple of years. So a couple of years ago, I just knew I needed to change. There was a lot going on in my life. You know, my previous business, me and my business partner broke up. I was dating a girl. That didn't really go right. What else happened? I was moving, right? That was a big thing. And I just had to get in a whole nother industry because the industry that I was in, I was kind of like burnt out. And I don't really believe in being burnt out. I just had a bad taste at the time. So I just did not want to be in fashion anymore. I was actually in fashion. I didn't want to be in fashion anymore. I just needed a whole new situation. So I got into real estate. So that's 4 changes all at the same time. And one of the biggest things I noticed is I'm a huge hooper, and hooping just was not serving me the same way. Like, it wasn't giving me the things that I needed, wasn't taking my mind off of all the things that was going on in my life. And I just needed something different. So one thing that I really realized is that, you know, most of us are creatures of habit, right? And the habits that I had just weren't serving me at all. Like, they weren't bad habits, but they just weren't habits that were getting me to the next level. And I saw that I was doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over. And I just was tired of that, right? Plus what was going on in my life at the time. So what I realized is that I needed more discipline. So the first thing that I decided to do was start picking up a book and read. Read. So I committed to read something every single day. And that drastically changed my life because I was forcing new information into my mind every single day. And after a while, I just adopted a 20-minute rule that I have to at least read 20 minutes every single day. And that tremendously impacted my life and my well-being. After that, I knew that I needed a little bit more. I'm someone that, I fancy myself as someone that knows what's going on. You know, I pay attention. I see what's up. I'm pretty self-disciplined, right? You know, I'm not too bad. But at the time, you know, like, I just didn't have enough discipline and structure. I didn't have much direction. You know, I was doing good, but like I said, I just wasn't cutting through. I wasn't breaking through. So that's when I decided to start leaning into mentorship, right? Leaning into mentorship, and I started to pay for coaches, right? I started to buy coaches. I started to buy programs. I started to do things that could accelerate my growth. And as I got into new programs, I started to learn new things. I just started to learn. I started to really enjoy new information, start to really enjoy other people's perspective. I started to take the information that I paid for, information that I was learning, and literally implement that into my daily life, into my daily structure, and really just change a lot of things that I was doing, right? And that really helped me to become a little bit more self-aware, a little bit more focused, a little bit more clear. So that's probably the second thing that I did, right? I started leaning more into mentorship. And that's something I do even now. I have no problem with paying for a coach, paying for a program, high ticket, low ticket. It doesn't even matter. Another thing that I say that I did was I changed my surroundings. That was huge for me, right? I'm from Boston, and I felt like I knew everybody. I felt like I couldn't go nowhere and people didn't know my name. I think one of the things that I would say that really took me to a place like, yo, I gotta get out of here. I had went apple picking in an orchard with one of my best friends and my goddaughter. And it was like close to like 2 hours out of the city. Now there's probably like over 50 aisles of apples that we could chose to go down and pick from. And we decided to, I don't know what number it was, but we picked a random orchard. We walked down that aisle, we started picking, and all of a sudden somebody was like, yo, Brendan. I was like, what? Somebody I knew from the city was in the same aisle and they were saying what up to me. Now, that might not be a big deal to y'all watching this, but to me, I'm like, damn, I'm 2 hours out of the city in a random apple orchard aisle and someone still knows who I am. I have to get out of here. So after like, you know, saying I was gonna move so many times, that really put the stamp on it. And I really started to put the plays in motion. And then, you know, fast forward, I ended up moving from Boston. So a change in environment, mentorship, reading, those are three things that drastically changed my personal life and then also my professional life. Another thing I would say, just as a bonus tip, whatever you're doing, if you're starting to do something new, you want to give yourself at least 30 days. Give yourself a good enough sample size so you can actually discern if this is working or if it's not working. Because it's extremely important for you to collect data and then see what that data tells you and then make moves based on that data. What I realize is a lot of us, we try something once or we try something twice, it doesn't work, and we give up on it. And a lot of my friends that have businesses, another thing that I notice is they tell themselves things that are not true. You know, they're like, oh, I'm posting too much, they're not gonna like it, or I can't email my email list too much, or I can't follow it too much. And that's not even true. And what I would say to them is what I just said to you. Give yourself a long enough sample size, at least 30 days. I would even say 90 days of doing something so you can get enough data back. So then when you can look at the data, you can decide if, you know what, is this working? Is this not working? Do I need to just switch this thing up? Do I need to just totally get rid of this? Should I implement something else? You want to give yourself a good enough amount of data, a good sample size, so you can actually see, is this thing working or not, right? So that's three things that I did that I would suggest that you do if you're in a situation where you may be stuck, or if you're in a situation where you're not really sure what you want to do. I would lean into mentorship. I would start reading something. And if you need ideas with reading, just leave a comment below. I can give you tons of books. There's a bunch of books back here. I got a bunch of books in my closet. I got a bunch of books on my phone. I just got a bunch of books everywhere. I love books, right? I love books. I actually made, you know how these girls be having their P.O. boxes up? I might actually get a P.O. box and tell you guys to send me literature, send me some books, right? I think I might actually do that. Who knows? Somebody might actually send me a book. But those are three things I would say. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I actually am getting to the habit of making these videos and dropping them at least once a week. Most likely I'm gonna evolve to 2. I got a new podcast about to drop, On the Pursuit podcast. I cannot wait to share the stage with so many different guests, sharing their stories and just putting that on for you guys to digest and get more gems and things like that. So be on the lookout for the On Pursuit podcast. Yeah, and I'm really enjoying incorporating YouTube into my lifestyle, and I just want to grow. So if you want to grow, make sure you continue to follow me, because look, I am not going to disappoint. I got a lot of things going on. I just want to include you. So like I said, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this video, and start reading, lean into mentorship, and maybe change your environment. That might be exactly what you need. All right, now leave a comment below, and I cannot wait to hear from you. All right, I'll see you guys on the next video. What's up, y'all? It's Brendan Boyd. Now look, if you're an entrepreneur, or if you're thinking about starting a business, the fact remains, your friends are not going to support you. Now, they may buy your product one time, they may even sign up for your service one time, but they're not going to do it consistently. You need to be in a group with other entrepreneurs ready and willing to support, build, and collaborate with you. And that's why I created the Winner's Circle. Now, you know what they say, you are the sum of the 5 closest people to you. Well, in this group, you'll be surrounded by other entrepreneurs who are all like-minded, looking to level up. Now, in the Winner's Circle, you get access to daily motivation, economic support. We read books on improving our mindset and improving our businesses. And there's 2 group coaching sessions each and every month. Now, I'm going to give you a crazy offer. For just $1, you can join the Winner's Circle and experience this group of other high vibrational thinkers who are looking to improve their personal lives and their business. Now, with all that value and such a small investment in yourself, what are you waiting for? Click that link below and join the Winner Circle.